sake, it's all coming out everywhere. Just wanted one thing to go right. Some people know me for doing a wee bit of this, a wee bit of that, and a wee bit of this. Travelling the length and breadth of the country, capturing the history, the mystery and the beauty of Ireland. But on Sunday the 1st of May 2022, things took a turn for the worse, ending up in the hands of the NHS's finest. So began a full evaluation of life and how to turn my dream into a reality. This is my journey, how I got from here to here.
Welcome to Donegal! Cheap man.
So, today I'm going to try and tackle these back pillars, and I do have to bear in mind that I need access to the bulbs and stuff like that. I'm going to give them a good clean down. I'll use that stick like shit spray, attach a layer of the Reflectix bubble wrap. I'll then go over that with a layer of close cell foam. I have quite a lot of that left because I just didn't want to attach the carpet directly to the bubble wrap. And that'll give me a few mil of insulation at least. I've already took off the lower panel, which gives me good access to continue the barrier the whole way around the edge of the van. I'm going to do the same on that side, and we will continue the vapour barrier the whole way around this side. Also, again, go over it with a layer of close cell foam, and eventually we'll go over the top of it with some of that auto stretch carpet. I'll take this down also because when I go to carpet this side, I just want to be able to run the carpet straight in. No nooks, no crannies, just in, and I'll leave an inch or so carpet, which means when that goes up, that will leave a good finish. I've been really looking forward to this bit. I don't want to botch finish it. I just want it to look really nice. The overhead cabinet is sitting there ready to go up, and by the time I get to that corner, the B pillar with the carpet, the van should have a whole new look to it. That's the plan anyway. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go straight into it. We're starting late. We've had heavy rain this morning, and that is what has held up production. So the next stage is we're going to put on this close cell foam. I'm not actually too sure what's the best way to go about this. When I've done the other bit above the door, I went the whole way along the top in one bit, and that means that there was no joints or anything like that. The best way to do it is to try and leave 3 or 4 mil round the edge for the carpet to go underneath the rubber seals. I actually found that was the best way to do the moving door also above it. Now I haven't carpeted that, and I'll carpet that at some stage after I get this done. So that's the sort of way I'm going to go about it also. When you do put it on, you get one go at it, you ain't getting it off, and that is the reason why I put this on first. Because if I do muck it up, I can pull the whole lot off and start again. I know it sounds like a lot of hassle and a lot of faffing about, but I want it done right, and that is going to be a focal point. Because when you walk in that door, first thing you're going to see the back doors, and I want that to look right. That stuff is £100 a roll, and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to give myself the most best opportunity possible to try and get this right. And in order to do that, new blades, very sharp scissors. I found that very handy last night, which was the other end of a pencil, which didn't have any lead in it, for running along the edges. Also, do not want any of that stuff on that roof. That roof is not bad looking now at all, to be honest. Decisions. Believe it or believe it not, that took almost 8.5 hours to do that. I am so glad it's done. I ended up just turning the camera off in the end. It was taking that long. And by the time this goes out, you'll probably only see about 60 seconds of it. But trust me when I tell you, that was an absolute pain in the neck. And did I make a mess of it? Of course I did. So I'm going to call it a day. It doesn't actually look too bad, to be fair. It was the top bits that I was more concerned about. But that looks okay to me. It was all about this bit here. And I think I just might have got away with it. So here we are, the next morning. And this is the day of reckoning. We'll soon find out what I've got away with and what I haven't got away with. This is the carpet, the auto carpet that I have. Yes, this is the auto carpet which I have decided to go with. I'm not too sure what the colour is. It's called Aquatraf or something, or I don't know, I can't even pronounce it. But I'm not actually sure how much is actually in this. Oh, there's actually tons in it. I just need to go around the back doors and the sliding door, and there's actually quite a lot in that. What I'm noticing is there's no spray. So I just ordered a can just to on the safe side, and it is the trim adhesive. Everybody's using this. Apparently it's heat resistant, so just in case, on the off chance in Ireland we do get some sort of a heat wave, that stuff will keep us safe. It will not melt and all that carry on, and that is what everybody's using. So if everybody else is using it, then I'm going to use it too. So let's just see the best way to go about this. I think I'll start with a sliding door first. And one thing they say is don't cut it. Do it all in one go and then cut it around the shape, because people were cutting it and it was too short and all that malarkey. So the plan is I'll start here. I'll try and feed that the whole way up. Something like that. Wish me luck. Designed for friction. High temperature resistant. Up to 110 degrees. Fuck's sake, it's all coming out everywhere. There's a hole in the fucking thing. Oh. The can has got the wee sticky thing that they're supposed to the spray to come out is broken. The glue's going everywhere. I am freaking plastered. What a disaster. Fuck's sake. Just wanted one thing to go right. I'm gonna get plastered in this shit all day. Look, it is everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. Oh, the glue is absolutely everywhere. My hands are stuck together. Ugh. What an absolute disaster. It has all went Pete Tom. So what has happened is the wee black thing is broke. It has arrived broken. I took out the lid off that other stuff. No nonsense, sticks like shit to see if it try and put it in, and that's not gonna work. I am freaking plastered.
Moments later.
So here we go again. I had a run down to Screwfix there. I didn't want to use it, but I've no other option if I want that up today. I had to get a couple of tins of that no nonsense spray contact adhesive. I didn't want to use this, but there's nothing I can do. So that's the tin of trim that went everywhere. And when I opened it up out of the package, the wee black thing that goes down into the actual aerosol was broke off. So I thought that if I changed the actual nozzle from one of them other tins, that it might work, but I don't know. It must have got broken in transit or something like that. It is what it is. You can sort of see why people use this the whole way around their vans. It is an absolutely brilliant finish when you get it right. It did take me a wee bit to get the gist of it and how to squeeze it in. Absolutely delighted. Time to sleep, but that is a wrap. That is it done. So another very early start the next morning. I'm making a start with the sliding door panel. First I give it a good clean down with the old degreaser. That's both front and back of the panel. I then give it a good rinse off and let it dry out. I then covered it in bubble wrap, and as the sliding door is a moving part, I figured that if you're going to get a draft, this is where you're going to get it. I glued the bubble wrap to the door panel using that no nonsense spray glue. I then roughly cut the auto carpet to size, leaving a good bit over on each side. And once again using that self-adhesive glue, covered the panel and allowed it all to go off. The actual door cards I did the exact same way, but first there was a few wee holes I needed to fill with the old wood filler. So first I went around the edges of the holes with that green frog tape. Then I filled the holes with our old dear friend, the Rant Seal wood filler. Let the filler go off, peeled off the green tape and give them a good sanding down. I then give the door cards a good offering of that no nonsense spray glue, and of course the carpet also, because that is the way this stuff works. Lay the carpet on the door cards and give it a good smoothing over, just to get out any nooks and crannies, creases, all that sort of stuff. Hit this bad boy up. Ooh. Nowhere near. This bit here, it is what's causing the problems. It is roughly 7 or 8 mil off. And the reason being is because there is either 5 or 6 mil of close cell foam. On top of that, there is 3 millimeter of the auto carpet, which is roughly what, 9 mil, 8 or 9 mil. So that is what's stopping it from going right up and fitting in perfectly. So I'm going to have to take my time. I'm going to have to scribe around the edges of that again. And for this, we're back to our old friend, the old penny washer. I don't mind taking too small off at first, because if I have to go over it with a lot of sandpaper, I will. I seem to be able to get a better cut, a better finish when I cut a little bit off and then just use the sander. That's how I've seemed to get around a lot of these corners or sticky issues. So I'm going to take my time and just cut a wee bit off at a time and keep trying it up. I believe it now, I'm supposed to have this thing finished 2 weeks today. Fucking hell, eh? Oh, it's breaking my heart. Oh, get up here, boy. Right, here we go. So here goes attempt number 3. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh dear. We have discovered a problem. We haven't got no time for all this dilly-dallying around. It has to go up. Here's the reason why. So for this bit, I'm going to have to use this extension. We will not get the drill in that way. See, that's like, well, it's not going anywhere, that's for sure. We are about 2mm off, but I can live with that. We're going to have to get a bit of decorative rope, something like that, in order to cover that up. But apart from that, I'm happy enough to look straight. In fact, do you know what? Bought this clamp a long time ago. I've been dying to use it. And there's no more perfect time like this to use it than now. Lovely jubbly. All we have to do is to get this into place, secure it down, and that is it. So now I'm going to put the doors on, and with everybody having their own way of things, and because we're only in a L1 H1 van, everybody seems to have the doors opening out the way. I went the other way, and I went for sliding doors. I'll show you exactly how I went that route and where I got the sliding rails from. I did get them on eBay. They're only £7, and I've just cut the size. And on the back of it, I have extra strong double-sided tape. I'll just stick a bit down here and on the other side of the rail, put them in and put the doors on, and they should all work perfectly. That's the plan anyway. I'm not even going to say this is going to take 5 minutes. So these are the sliding rails which I got off eBay. I'll put a link of these in the description. They came in 1 meter lengths. I just cut them to size. I will stick double-sided extra strong tape, stick it up, get the doors in, and put a couple of little doorknobs on for sliding back and forward. That's the plan. I thought it was more convenient to go that way instead of out the way. So here we go. Just make sure there's no dust on the end of it. There's one in. So that's the bottom rail in, but just like everything else, it does come with a bit of a flaw. Once you get them in, you have to put the doors in, and the bit that goes on the top, which is the top rail, they have to be inserted onto the wood and then pushed in, because you cannot get the doors in once that is stuck down. So this is actually the small one here, which goes in there. This is the one that goes to the first rail. Something like that. And here's the tricky bit. We have got to get this in with the sticky bit off and stop it from sticking to the wood straight away, because we need to get it pushed right back. And we're only going to get one chance at this. Right to the end. So we've got to get all this to go right in there and keep all that together. That's the joint. We need to keep that together with the sticky bit off and push it right in. Oh dear. I'll try this end first. Maybe I should have done the top bit first. I'm going with that. I'm staying with it. I think it's because I have painted the sides of the wood that it's causing a bit of a stick. But it opens, it closes. I'm going with it. Something like that. So we need to get this to go into the first groove on that bit, and that bit to push right in. So this bit here has stuck already to the wood, and that is what's keeping it out of place. If I can prise this off and back, just might be in business. Oh yeah. Something is preventing that from going back. Just snap right there. It has to go right back. Like that. Yes. I know what it is. It's a bloody screw. It's the screws here that I left out so I can paint around. If I take them out, or when I take them out and replace them with nice clean screws, that will close. Right. See how that goes. So these screws here were what's stopping it from going in, but I left them deliberately to paint around them. They are going to be replaced because they are now old dirty screws. Once I put the new screws in and bury them, that thing should just close completely. Absolutely brilliant. That is it. That is an overhead cabinet fitted. Yes, then the gap at the top, there's nothing I can do about that because whatever way I fit at the roof, I'll get a nice bit of thick decorative rope to go around the edge of that. But that thing is solid, it's going nowhere. Absolutely loving it. Yes. So we'll move on to the back doors now. We will seal them up and we'll get the back door cards on, and that will be another thing out of the way. I'm going to stop this video right here. I could have blattered these things all day long and I still would have been there doing it. So these things here are called fir trees and they go into the holes in the panel. But when I covered the panel with the auto carpet, pierced the holes and pushed the carpet in, it added 3mm to the diameter of the hole. Meaning these fir trees would no longer fit in the hole, plus they would be 3mm shorter. Meaning that the fir trees wouldn't be long enough
to hold the panel onto the door. So for days, and I mean days,
whoever designed these things needs shot.
I searched online, couldn't find anyone which had the right fir tree for the job, but then by chance I found a place here in Northern Ireland, and it turns out that they were only down the road. So I drove down, and Lord behold, they had tons of these, different sizes. They had every nook and cranny under the sun. And here's what I ended up with. So these are the ones that come out of the panel, and these are the new ones, which are longer, to push in and hold the panel up.
This gap sorted out along the top here, we need to get some sort of covering for that. That is the portaloo, that is the toilet that's going to be used. And this bit here, which is above the cab, there's going to be some sort of a curtain rail there. Something's going to have to hide that gap.